What's up, fam? This is Dreekuz, and we're back at it with yet another commentary. Now, this video will be called You Don't Pick the Character Picks You. In the last video, we talked about deviating from the meta game. And in that video, we also touched on character loyalty and how you should enjoy the characters that you play. Back in 2014, I met a Tekken legend by the name of Ling Massacre. And if you don't know who Ling Massacre is, I'll put some of his footage in the description box. He said those words to me. You don't pick the character, you don't pick the character picks you. And when he said that, I was kind of stuck mentally. I was just like, wow. You know what? He's absolutely right. And it really just took him to say that for me to go, damn. Had I understood that a long time ago, I would have been a lot better off. Too often, people get caught up in tier lists, and I've been that way, or I was that way for years. If the character wasn't S tier or God tier or whatever, I wasn't picking it, no matter what. However, on the flip side of things, there's certain characters that are built just for you. Sometimes they might be top tier, sometimes they may not be. But what you have to understand is some characters you're gonna have way more of a natural flow than if you just go out here and pick a character for the sake of that character being a top tier character. For one, that's a bad mindset to have off jump, because you're going into it thinking because that character is high tier, I'm supposed to win. That's a bad mindset. So you kind of going in half-assed and off the gates, because you just feel like the character's that good. I'm gonna be carried by this character. I'm not saying that's always the case, but it definitely will happen. It's happened to me plenty of times. Back in my Marvel 3 days, I played Magneto Storm ? To this day, it's still a question mark, but whatever. I put all of my focus and effort into playing Magneto at the highest level, which nothing is necessarily wrong with that, but I didn't recognize how good I was with not Magneto, but with Storm. Storm was my best character, or still is my best character in Marvel 3. And I had been playing Marvel 3, for 3 years, not realizing that until I met Lee Massacre that day in 2014. And once I met him, everything just kind of made sense. I was like, you know what? Storm is actually my best character. And it's like once I knew and embraced that, I was a lot better off. I was a whole lot better off. And I see that often, man. I'll see someone, or I'll be playing against someone or with someone in a game, and they'll say, hey, such and such is my best character. And I'll look at their gameplay and I'll say, wait a minute, you were just playing pretty godlike with a different character, whoever that character may be. And I feel like a lot of people go through that. People don't realize who they naturally mesh with, what characters they naturally mesh with. Certain characters are for certain people, or certain types of characters are for certain types of people. That's not to say you can't play whoever you want, but there's always going to be a character that you just naturally flow with. Like I said before, don't get too caught up in the tier list. That was a huge mistake that I made, and I made that mistake for years, man. I really regret that looking back. Right now I'm playing Pestilus. Pestilus is considered the worst support character in the game, but I'm playing him and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Look at this, we're getting down right now. But yeah, man, getting caught up in the tier list is a bad idea, man. It really is. Now, don't get me wrong. Some games you kind of have to put. Yeah, you kind of have to put that respect on the tier list. Sometimes it's inevitable, but a lot of times it's not. You can for a lot of times you can ignore it and play what you like. And like I said, I understand sometimes you can't, but in this case, I'm doing it. If you take a look right here, I don't want to spoil it, but you kind of imagine what's about to happen with this low tier character. So yeah, man, just find if you're getting into a game, or if you've been playing a game for a while and you don't know who to pick, just pick around, see who you naturally have a flow with. And what I mean by natural is, if you pick that character and with minimal lab work, you feel a sense of comfort. If you feel that, that's probably going to be your main character. You take a few minutes and go through the entire roster, and you just pick around. Like I said, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. But that's it, man. You don't pick the character picks you. Let it flow and be natural. That's it for this one, fam. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for listening. Peace.